Jacqueline, when you decided to become a consultant, what were you doing?
When I first started, I was actually staying at home with the boys. I have 3 boys, and so I was a stay-at-home mom.
But you'd been at home for 3 years.
5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, I was at home for 5 years with my
So
boys.
you were really out of the business world for all intents and purposes. If you're out for 5 years, that's a long time.
It is a long time.
You had never been in business for yourself.
No.
Was it a scary situation?
Yeah. I mean, I'd always worked for someone and for someone else, so I didn't have the first clue on even how to start how to even open up a business.
Well, how did you get past the fear of doing it? Because that's what stops most people. They want it, like Don Shula, who was the great coach of the Miami Dolphins years ago, he said it's the start that stops most people. How did you get past that fear to actually go out and do what you really wanted to do?
I wanted to create this life of freedom for my boys and my family. And when I was working, I worked really long hours and I had a long drive to work, to and from work. And at that time I had 2 kids, and I couldn't imagine not seeing them all the time. And but I also wanted what I was doing to have meaning to it and wake up, inspired every day. And so that was like a really huge driving force for me.
The promise of earning more money, did that play a role in it?
Absolutely. For sure. I mean, the most amount of money I'd ever earned was $45,000, and that's not a lot of money to live on, especially with 3 kids. And I had all these visions of wanting to travel with my kids, be able to do things when I wanted to do them, and that was something that was just, I wanted to provide this life for them.
So the most you'd earned in a year was $45,000.
Mm-hmm.
After you became a consultant, what's the most you had earned in a month?
The most I'd earn a month was over $100,000 in 1 month.
You see, that's almost unbelievable. A lot of people would have difficulty believing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true.
Would you have a difficult time believing it?
I did. I remember when this opportunity was first presented to me, and we were talking about that, and I had these thoughts going through my mind, thinking, "Is this too good to be true?" I was like, it's something that you want, but for it to actually happen is a different thing.
How did it change your life?
Gosh, it's changed my life in so many ways. Not only just financially, but just I feel like I've become a better person, a better mother. I get to work with people every day, helping them improve the quality of their lives, the people I'm mixing with, the company I'm a part of. It's changed everything for me. I don't want to do anything else.
Can you even imagine doing anything else?
I cannot imagine doing anything else.
I would imagine you couldn't. When you go from 45 a year to a little over 100 a month, I mean, that's significant change, No, but you didn't do that every month.
No, I didn't do it every month. No.
What's the lowest month?
Probably around 10,000.
Okay. Yeah. So you went from over 100 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big change.
It's a huge change.
Why do you think you dropped from 100 to 10?
Well, still getting good. Working on getting better and better every day. I think that's one of the things about being in this business and working with people and teaching these principles is we are constantly working at getting better at what we're doing.
Now, you've just spent a week with almost 200 consultants from 21 countries, and you've helped them a lot. You really did, and I know they really appreciated it. How did it make you feel being able to help them?
Oh my gosh. Being in that room with the consultants, it reminded me when I first started, because when I first started it was much smaller, and to know where they're starting and also with the excitement of knowing where they're going. I've been there, and I'm so excited for them because I know that those people in that room, they want to help people, and they're in the right business at the right time, and being able to help them through their journey of where to even start, how to get started, how to talk to people about this. It's quite incredible. Someone helped me, and it's nice to be able to do that.
Do you know, the part that really impressed me most about that group, there were 15 of them who in the previous 17 weeks had earned a minimum of $100,000 for the 17 weeks, and as much as over $300,000. Sisun she was from Bangkok. She had earned over $300,000 in the previous 17 weeks. The inner circle group. This is a group they have to sell a certain amount, and then they get to have dinner with myself, and I spend time with them on an individual basis. And that group they were really impressive. Some of them were fairly new. Now, some of them have been in the business for 2-3 years. But every one of them, I mean, they really excelled. They did really well.
It's incredible. It honestly is so incredible when we went for dinner with them and hearing their stories and their journey. And you know what the really cool thing about that is they're from all over the world. Australia, Ireland, Bangkok, Canada, United States.
They're in from 21 countries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when we stream, last time I think it was 130 countries. I took a pen one time. I was in Chicago. I was living in Glenview, Illinois. I took a pen. I was in a room by myself, and I wrote on it that I was going to build a company that operates all over the world. I had absolutely no idea how that was going to happen. But today, we're literally all over the world. And we got a phenomenal staff of people. I think the most important part of the whole company is the consulting division, because we're inviting people in and we're helping them become business people. We're getting them into business for themselves, but they're not by themselves, because we've got such a strong support team that works with these people. And I think that's the beautiful part. Now, you've been a consultant, and now you're part of the support team. How do you look at the business? If somebody was listening and they're thinking, gosh, I don't know, there's a lot of money, I don't know if I should do it, and they're experiencing some fear of stepping out on their own, what would you say to them? Oh
my gosh. You got to get over the fear. You have to let your desires drive you and not your fears. And I think back to when I first joined, and if I didn't take that step and leap of faith, because it was a leap of faith at that time, I wouldn't be where I am today. And they gave me, it was Arash who I was speaking with, and he gave me that push that I needed. And when I look back on the last 4 years, everything has changed completely. And the people that want to get into this business, I can't imagine a better business to be in than waking up and helping people every single day. You can do it from anywhere in the world. You can do it. You can do it when you're on vacation. You can do it online. You can work from home. You can get into doing seminars and stuff. Couldn't imagine a more flexible business to be in.
Well, I've mentioned on many, many occasions, and people have sometimes difficulty grasping this, this is the highest paid profession in the world. There's nothing that will equal it. Now, that's based on the law of compensation. The law of compensation is very clear. It clearly states the amount of money we earn is always in direct ratio, or will be in direct ratio, to the need for what we do, our ability to do it, and the difficulty there is in replacing us. There's such a phenomenal need for what we do. Everywhere in the world, it doesn't really matter where it is. I have worked all over the world, from Shanghai to Kosovo to Buenos Aires, all over Europe, all over North America. And everywhere we go, people want to learn how to do better. They want to learn how to be more fulfilled. They want to learn how to earn more money. And what we're really doing is teaching them the laws of life that govern growth in everything. So it's the need for what we do. The need is there. Our ability to do it and the difficulty there is in replacing us. So if a person just works at developing their ability to show people how to use our products and services, they're going to be very difficult to replace. All you have to do is keep working at getting better. And I've got to congratulate you because you are very good at this, Jacqueline. And we're very proud to have you as part of our organization. And I want to thank you for sharing this with Tommy and I as we drive back from the conference, and we're going back into the studio.
You know what I think is really cool, Bob, about the company too, is like this is a growth company. So everyone in the organizations, like we're all growing, and you even look at the consultants, like that's what we're doing. Like whether you're a just starting out as a consultant, you're not going to stay there because you're going to grow into that, continue growing into that person. I think that's like, what other company operates like that?
This company is a very fertile field where people do grow. It's like a wonderful garden where flowers are blooming, people are blooming, people are growing, and they're changing like night and day. We see it every day with people right in the company, and then we see it in the consultants, and we see it through the clients that they serve all over the world.
Like I saw you for the first time, Bob, on The Secret. That was when I first saw you, when The Secret first came out, and it completely opened up my world. And I remember back then making a decision I was going to meet you one day. Now, if you would have asked me back then if I would have been working with you, I would have thought you were crazy. But there's a lot of people out there that they want to work with you too.
Well, that's how we do it. I wanted to work with Earl Nightingale, so I became a consultant with their company. Now they've moved past that, but I just believe it's a great way to build a business and help people worldwide. Like the Secret, 500 million people apparently have been impacted by The Secret. Well, I want us to do that. I want us to have 100,000 consultants worldwide, so that if you want to grow, you go to the Proctor Gallagher Institute. That's what we're known for now. I want to be better known. I want to have 100,000 consultants out there who are well educated and well developed to go out and do that. And that's where we're going. That's the objective, and that's what we'll do, because we're following the laws of the universe, and the law is God's modus operandi for the whole world. I mean, that's how everything happens. So I want to thank you for listening, and I hope to meet you in one of our programs as a consultant. I'll see you there. Bye-bye.
Check us out at ProctorGallagherInstitute.com for tips, tools, and resources.